spoon. Right nice and right, and make it is where it goes down. Yeah, it's happening to come up. Shit. I'm a little late. I'm a little late. I said I was gonna be here at 12. It's 12:30. But you know I'm here. It's all that fucking matters. That is all that matters. It's a little what you call it? It's a little darker. Usual light. But bring it on in, bring it on in. What's going on, guys? What's up? What's goody? What's goody? What's goody? What's going on? What's going on? I really gotta start doing this on a more consistent time. Be doing this shit whenever the fuck I feel like doing this shit, honestly. But if we gonna get it together. Where I'm at. Okay, we got a couple of things to go over. It's a lot of shit going on. Lord, it's a lot in this motherfucker. Let me see. Where do I want to start? And I kind of had to rush a little bit because I started getting my stories together. Shit like that. I already had like one or two that I already knew I was going to talk about. But I had to kind of rush this last little bit because I knew it was getting late and I had something to do at like 10. So I kind of lost like an hour. Black girls finding confidence in themselves. Sure can. Need to sauce that up a little bit, but I could do a video on that. Let me see what we're gonna get into first. Let's do something light. What was that one I had? Well, not light, but you know what I'm saying. Let's do something. You know what I'm saying? Just to work our way into it. All right, so I know everybody done probably seen this shit already. On Twitter, it's kind of been going around on Twitter. I seen it on Instagram too. Everybody was kind of talking about it. This guy, young black dude, 21, young black dude. You know what I'm saying? It was his first time getting jury duty. And this dude, he slept through his alarm, whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying, and didn't make it to fucking jury duty. He didn't make it to jury duty. He didn't make it to court. You know what I'm saying? So, and as y'all know, it's like, you know what I'm saying, like the law, like you have to go to fucking jury duty. When they call you a jury duty, like you have to go. Like you don't really have a fucking choice. So, his name is DeAndre. What is it? DeAndre Somerville. Yeah, he's only 21. And what was going around on Twitter and what was kind of going viral was that he had to spend 10 days in jail for that. You know what I'm saying? Which he did. He did spend 10 days in jail. But wasn't nobody really talking about the other shit that they kind of, you know what I'm saying, like gave him basically charges for. You know what I'm saying? They wanted him to do, let me see. They wanted him to do, okay, what is this? They wanted him to be they wanted to give him a year of fucking probation. This dude has never got any charge before, never been to jail, right? First time on jury duty. They wanted to give this man a year of fucking probation, okay? And mind you, the judge is like this old ass white man, you know what I'm saying? Typical fucking looking ass fucking old white dude, whatever, right? So he wanted to give him a year of fucking probation. 150 hours of community service. And I'm kind of laughing because this shit is laughable. Like, my nigga, that shit don't even make fucking sense. 150 hours of 150 hours of community service. I know people who have gotten drug charges who have gotten less fucking hours than that. Niggas who actually did a real fucking crime. Like, and they wanted to get this nigga 150 hours worth of community service. But not only that, they also wanted to give him a $223 fine. Almost, what I'm not gonna say almost a $300 fine. That's really like a $200 fine. We're gonna round, you know what I'm saying? It's like $200 fine. Bruh, $200 fine, 150 hours of fucking community service, and a year on probation. Are you fucking serious? People who out here committing crimes like voluntarily, like out here really doing shit to people. You know what I'm saying? Like doing drugs or selling drugs, or you know what I'm saying? Like doing real illegal shit is getting, you know what I'm saying? Less, you know what I'm saying? Less chastisement, less prosecution than this nigga who just missed fucking jury duty. Oh my god, that shit is just, nigga, that shit is dumb as hell. But anyways, he went back to court after the 10 days, and the judge basically told him that he wants him to do 30 hours of community service, which is really still some bullshit. Like, bruh, the nigga only missed jury duty, and like, nigga, it's not that fucking deep. You know, this shit is just not that fucking deep. That shit is not that fucking deep. I hope I don't. I've never been called for jury duty either, but I hope I never do. Honestly, I don't know if I can't even say I hope I never do. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. I think I part of me kind of would want to. A part of me wouldn't want to. I don't know. But yeah, he went back to the judge and basically he wrote like a whole, you know what I'm saying, a little letter for the judge, an apology. And the judge told him that he wants to do 30 hours of fucking community service, which is still some bullshit. And what's the other one? Oh, and he wants him to talk to the jurors. He wants to go back and talk to the jurors. Wow, I look so fucking dark, yo. Let me get another one. But he wants to talk to the he wants him to talk to the jurors also. And talk to them about the importance of jury duty. Like this nigga's a fucking child or some shit. You want him to go talk to them, talk to the jurors, understand the importance of jury duty. So yeah, I just thought that was some bullshit ass. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, that shit is still dumb as hell. He shouldn't get no community service for it. Like, if anything, maybe a little fine, like a $50 fine or some shit like that. But they was really trying to get this man a year on probation. He's never even had a record before. Oh my gosh. I seen somebody quote that on Twitter and said it's so hard to be a black in America. Like, my nigga, that ass. Come on, son. Niggas getting probation off for fucking jury duty. Like, come on, my nigga. That shit is just ridiculous. Alright, but anyways, okay. Let me get into something else. Okay. Because I know everybody want me to talk about this damn... Well, I don't know, maybe I don't, but I gotta talk about the shit. This whole transgender shit is going on. Yes, y'all know I made another video about the shit. You know, what's goody? I made another video about the shit. You know what I'm saying? And before I even get into what I'm about to talk about, because I'm not even about to go, you know what I'm saying, necessarily the route. Yeah, I think I'm about to go. I don't know what this shit, but you know what I'm saying, just talking about transition, going on a transition, shit like that. But my nigga, to say this, yo, the first video, and I tweeted this on Twitter. I said this on Twitter. The first video, I could kind of understand some of y'all's backlash, okay? I could kind of understand it because I was saying it so aggressive and I was hurting motherfuckers' feelings and shit. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can understand that a little bit. But this video, like, especially the one I put on Twitter, my nigga, some of the shit these motherfuckers was saying, like, bruh, you're pulling shit out your asses, okay? You just denying, like, really, y'all motherfuckers really sound insane. You sound fucking delusional, like, real shit. That shit is, it's just a whole nother fucking level of crazy y'all niggas is on, like, real shit. That shit is wild, like, that shit is wild. And, you know, shout out to all the people in the LGBT community, you know what I'm saying, that reached out to me, that was in my DMs and shit, and was retweeting my shit and quoting my shit, that was like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? You right. You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit, I had a couple transgender people message me. It was like, yo, I'm trans, and I totally fucking agree with the fuck you talking about. Shout out to y'all, because at least y'all not fucking delusional. I can fuck with that. But y'all motherfuckers is really wild, son. Anyways, but dude, what I really wanted to talk about is, okay, so I see a lot of people bringing up this statistic, or like this number that's going around, that's been going around recently. And I don't know if y'all have heard it or not, but basically people have been saying that 75,000 black women have been missing in the US, like, or have just fucking disappeared. They just gone. You know what I'm saying? 75,000 black women. So I had to do a little research on this number, because I'm like, I've never, you know what I'm saying? Like, this was before, like, recently people have been saying this. I really didn't hear about this fucking number. But when I looked it up, one, I couldn't really find any statistical data that backed it up. You know what I'm saying? Well, at least not for today, should I say. Let me give a context. The statistic it was coming from came from 2016. It said that it came from 2016 and it was basically complied. What was the organization that did it? It was like Black. Let me see. What was the organization called that complied all the information together? Black. Damn, I don't know. I got so much shit written on this motherfucker. I don't even know. Okay, here we go. Trans woman. There we go. Yeah, so 75,000 black teens were missing according to a data complied by the Black and Missing Foundation. But they got the numbers from FBI statistics, from FBI data. So they basically complied on numbers together, and that's what them they got. But this was back in 2016. I seen another article that said, so it is true. Whoever just asked that, it is technically true, but it was from 2016. So this is a number from 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But people are saying it now, as in this is present day. Like 75,000 black girls are missing right now. But that's what I was saying. I don't really know how many black girls are missing right now because I didn't find any valid data that actually said what the number is of black women that's missing right now, like today. I only seen one. I seen another one that was from 2018, said it was about 64,000 black women that was missing. And I'm not sure how accurate that is either. But even if it is, that's still a fucking lie. Because 75,000 is, I think it said it was like 36% of the missing teens in general. You know what I'm saying? Like missing people in general. And black people only take up 13% of the fucking population in America. So black women only take up about half. You know what I'm saying? Give or take of that. You know what I'm saying? So you talking about half. Like, you're talking about 8 or 9%, give or take, like I said, you know what I'm saying, of the population that's taking up 36% of the missing population. So that's still a problem, even though this is a statistic from 2016. This is still a fucking problem, you know what I'm saying? Because, it's not like Neil said this has gotten any media coverage. So it's not like people was trying to fix this problem from 3 years ago. It hasn't done anything but gotten worse. What I would think is it hasn't done anything but gotten worse because, like I said, I've never even heard this fucking statistic before. And people are just now really starting to talk about this shit. So this shit wasn't even getting no coverage in 2016. In 2016, wasn't nobody worried about no damn black girls going missing. You know what I'm saying? That was never trending anywhere or never a major media fucking story was whole bunch of black women going missing or black teens going missing. So, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? If nobody's ever talking about it, the problem's not going to do anything but increasingly get worse. You know what I'm saying? Because don't nobody understand what the problem is. So, I would imagine that number is probably more. If it was 75,000 in 2016, it's probably a lot more right now. Probably around like 100, maybe a little over 100 right now. So, yeah, like I said, I couldn't really find no data that actually told me what exactly the number is right now. But let me see. So I'm saying this to say, a lot of people, this number is going around because a lot of people are saying, or at least if you follow a lot of conscious people in the community, like a lot of black conscious people, a lot of people are kind of trying to put these pieces together that now there's a lot of talk about transgender women getting uterus transplants. Basically being able to get wombs. You know what I'm saying? Like literally being able to have fucking babies, being able to get pregnant, getting wombs. You know what I'm saying? Transgender women are this is something that scientists are working on. It hasn't happened yet. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, I don't really want to get into my conspiracy bag too much, but my nigga, like, let's just be real. The government always tells the shit late. You know what I'm saying? Like, we always find out shit late. Every time they tell us they about to do some shit, they've already done it. Like, that shit, they 10 years ahead of our ass, 10, 15 years ahead of our asses. So if they say that they're trying to say that, like, this is possible now, that they're trying to do this now, they're experimenting now, motherfucker, they already done that shit. Let's just keep it a beat. You know what I'm saying? They probably already done it. And then the things that I have seen, it's kind of scary because I couldn't find any articles really speaking against it, except for in an ethical light. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen a lot of articles saying, like, ethically, this is, which I believe, too. That's my main problem with it as well. It's like, my nigga, what the fuck is men doing having babies? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? You know what I'm saying? Like, my nigga, men having babies? No. What the, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just ethically fucking wrong. But, so I could, other than that, though, I couldn't find any, like, real, you know what I'm saying, scientific arguments against it. A lot of scientists were saying, oh, well, it's possible. You know, there could be some challenges or some problems. but it's possible. You know what I'm saying? Just taking a woman's uterus out of taking a woman's uterus out of a functioning naturally born woman's body and putting it to a man, it could happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit could happen. They could make it work. Basically, is what they were saying. Except that they couldn't literally birth the child vaginally because they don't have a vagina. But even if they did have a vagina, they still couldn't birth the child. But they could have a cesarean. You know what I'm saying? So they were saying that's probably one of the main factors. That would be a main problem in it. Also hormones, but they said they could probably balance that out with just hormone therapy, basically. And then like the pelvic structure, you know what I'm saying? I think men's pelvic bones are like their pelvic width is like larger or some shit like that, and ours is smaller. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, or ours is like more dipped in. It's like ours is built to hold fucking children because nigga, that's what the fuck we made for. You know what I'm saying? So our bodies are built for that. Their bodies aren't. You know what I'm saying? So they said they can also run into a problem like that as well, which is why I said it says something about C-sections. So yeah, I couldn't really find a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I couldn't really find no scientific arguments. So like I said, I kind of rushed though. So honestly, if my next another news, I'll probably do a little more research on it and bring it back up. But yeah, just off the quick shit that I did do, I didn't see any which callers against it. Like I said, I'm against that shit ethically because what the fuck? Like, y'all are not women. And that's definitely, if they're not already blurring the lines right now, the lines are definitely going to be fucking blurred if men start having fucking babies. Then it's really going to, oh, I'm really a woman. What you mean? How you going to tell me I'm not a woman? I done had a baby. Nigga, I don't even want to hear the bullshit that's going to come out of people's mouths as soon as they hear that men can start fucking having babies. I don't even want to, nigga, Jesus. So, anyways, but on top of all of this, I don't know if y'all heard about this dude called Arthur Rathburn. Is it Rathburn or Radburn? Radburn. This dude, Jesus. This dude is, he was running a, what the fuck is it called? He was running this company called Information Biological or some shit like that, or International Biologicals, one of the two. I forget. My handwriting is terrible as fuck, honestly. It was kind of rushing, like I told y'all. But I think it's Information Biological, whatever. He was running it with his wife. And basically what this company does is buy body parts from another company, and then they sell it to either like schools or, you know what I'm saying, like scientific labs, shit like that, and places where they're going to use the bodies to do research on, you know what I'm saying? And if y'all didn't know, selling human parts in America is legal as fuck. Like, the shit is legal. The only thing that's really not legal is selling human fetuses or selling like human organs, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, shit that you can do transplants on, you know what I'm saying, like your heart or your brain, eyes, shit like that. Like, that shit is illegal. But like shoulders, arms, torso, legs, feet, all of that shit up for grabs. Like, it's totally fucking legal to sell in America. You can totally sell that shit with, you know what I'm saying, and get no legal consequences behind it. So this is what him and his wife was doing. Now the problem is, these niggas basically was charged. What was they charged for? What was the exact charges? I'm trying to see. Let me see. What was the exact charges? I might get this shit all over the motherfucking place. What was the exact charges? Shit. Okay, they was charged with defrauding customers. They wasn't charged for selling or desecrating human remains. They was charged for defrauding customers, and this is because they were selling diseased bodies. Basically, they was selling these. They was telling the companies or the institutions that they were selling the bodies to that the bodies were, you know what I'm saying, were perfectly healthy, you know what I'm saying, human beings. But they were actually had like hepatitis C in them, and hepatitis in them, and HIV and things like that. Like, they had, these were people that died with diseases in them. You know what I'm saying? So that shit is illegal. They can't do that. But the wife only got 2 fucking years. Okay, number one. The husband, Arthur Radburn, whatever the fuck his name is, was only up against 14 years. He only ended up getting 9 years. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to fight that shit. He's trying to get that shit lowered. You know what I'm saying? Right now. So. But right now he only got 9 years, and the fucking wife only got 2 years. Actually, hold up. Did she even get, I think she got 2 years probation. She didn't even get jail time. She got 2 years probation. So they didn't get no jail time. And the crazy part is, this is like, they've always had, you know what I'm saying? Like, the FBI has kind of always been on their tail. Like, a few years, I'm sorry, in the early 2000s, they was caught bringing, like, they had like 10 fucking human heads going across the border with it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the border agents, you know what I'm saying, kind of felt that suspicious. They had fucking, you know what I'm saying, 10 heads bringing it across the border. And then not too long after that, like in 2000, I think, like, what was this? I think that was in the early 2000s. And then like 2010, let me see, what was it? Oh yeah, 2010. They had like it was basically, they had like 5 more transportations that was just like that, but then one of them had like a fucking severed penis in it. You know what I'm saying? So they were transferring human bodies, you know what I'm saying, human body parts across the border and shit like that. So agents was already kind of on his ass, like they was thinking some shit was up with him. Let me see. Oh, and then another thing, that's what it was. I got my dates mixed up. That shit happened in 2010 to 2013. In the early 2000s, what happened was the New York State health inspectors reprimanded him because he failed to prove that the bodies he had was given voluntarily. Like, people were like, these were people who willingly donated their bodies. Because if you don't know, when you die, you can donate your body to science. You know what I'm saying? You can donate your body so that way, you know what I'm saying, institutions, like I said, like schools and shit like that, they have like they have like doctors in training, you know what I'm saying, like doing procedures on dead bodies, you know, shit like that. So you can give your body up to science. In order to, you know what I'm saying, when you die and shit like that. So, but he failed in the early 2000s. This is what really like started off the red flag. This was like the first red flag of his whole shit. But he failed to give documentation proving that some of the bodies he had was willingly given to him. Like, he, you know what I'm saying, he didn't have nothing written down that said that these motherfuckers actually said that they was gonna get their fucking bodies in science. You know what I'm saying? So that was automatically off the rip, you know what I'm saying, a red flag. But since selling body parts is legal in the States, it's like, you know what I'm saying, like, no, it's not really heavily regulated, you know what I'm saying, because the major parts that people really give a fuck about, which is why it's illegal, is the doning part, which is like fucking eyes, heart, shit that people, living people can use, you know what I'm saying. That's what the government really focuses on. They don't really give a damn about the rest of your body parts, you know what I'm saying. So this shit can go under the radar all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? Shit like this goes under the radar all the fucking time, which is why, like I said, they started, you know what I'm saying, suspecting something was up in the early 2000s. Damn near 20 years later, this nigga is just now getting charged, and he's only getting fucking 9 years. You know what I'm saying? So shit like this goes under the radar. So people are saying, I'm saying all this to say, people are saying that, trying to connect these dots, saying that basically people are kidnapping black women and selling their body parts. Chopping up their fucking body parts and selling them to give you, and taking out uteruses to give to these trans men. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I can understand this conspiracy, should I say. I can understand the conspiracy, one, because we all know black people, like, we have the strongest bodies, we have the most durable bodies, we have the bodies everybody fucking wants. Everybody wants to be us. We live the longest. You know what I'm saying? Like, my nigga, we are the original people. We have the original genes. It makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why you got this whole breed black thing going on. Even the movie Us, like, that was basically what the whole fucking movie was about, was us. You know what I'm saying? Us was basically white people trying to get black bodies because we have the better bodies. You know what I'm saying? Genetically, we have the better fucking bodies. So it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna kill off a group of fucking women, you know what I'm saying, that can, if you're gonna kill off a group of women and take their bodies, why wouldn't you take the strongest group of women's bodies? One. Two, you're gonna take the most oppressed group of women's bodies, because, like I said, you could slide this shit under the radar. This shit has not 75,000 black women getting popping up fucking missing, and no one's talking about it. You know what I'm saying? No one is fucking talking about it. Even I watched the whole this whole ABC. It was on ABC News. Basically, it was like a mini documentary of like black families talking about how their black girls specifically, or black children, it was more than just black girls, but their black children have gone missing and not gotten as much media coverage as other white families' children have. You know what I'm saying? So this is like nothing new. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is nothing new. They don't really give a fuck about black children going missing. So it's easier to get away with. If this was 75,000 white children or white women, you know what I'm saying? getting, you know what I'm saying, getting abducted and popping the fucking missing, then we would have, then you that's hot. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is looking at that. Niggas is like, who the fuck is all these white women? You know what I'm saying? Media is going to cover that. So of course you go after the group of women who don't nobody really give a fuck about. You know what I'm saying? Or the media is not going to put a spotlight on when some shit happened to them. So it's, you know what I'm saying, it's the perfect getaway with murder schemes. It's a scheme, to be honest with you. It's the perfect getaway with murder scheme. Because honestly, if you think about it, who the fuck is giving up their uteruses? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you start transplanting these women, I mean these transgender women with these fucking uteruses, who is giving up their fucking uteruses? Who wants to do that? Like, nobody is volunteering giving up their fucking wombs so a man can have a fucking baby. Nobody is doing that. So it's not like you got a line of fucking volunteers coming down the goddamn street ready to give up their fucking wombs. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. But my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga. The shit just makes sense. It makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I don't know what the number is now, what the number is for black women is right now that's missing. Jesus. My bad, y'all. My train of thought just got fucked up. I can't even fake. I just fucked up my whole train of thought. My bad. Something else is popped in my head. My whole train of thought just got fucking lost. But what the fuck was I saying? Yeah, so yeah, they don't have like volunteers doing this. That's basically what the fuck I was getting to. They don't have black women as volunteering to do this, especially because there's a lot of black women who's speaking out against the transgender movement and how not really even the transgender movement, but the way the transgender movement is trying to take over women's spaces. Where really there's a lot of black women speaking out against that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is, you know what I'm saying? Shit is real. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas, like, I can't really deny that. Honestly, I really think that shit might be true. And then the black market for bodies alone, for human parts, is huge. That's a huge fucking market. You know what I'm saying? Like, one girl was saying that her father, and I think she testified against Ratburn inside his trial, like inside his, she did a testimony against him, and basically she was saying that, you know, her father died from ASL, isn't it called? I think it's ALS. I forgot, ASL, some shit like that. And he donated his body to science. But what she didn't know was when they raided one of his like warehouses and found a bunch of bodies and shit like that, and they found his father's head in there. And they said that they sold it. He bought his father's head. I mean, her father's head for like $500. She was basically saying how, you know, how disappointed. I mean, how upset she was, and how her father would be, you know what I'm saying, outraged if he known that somebody could just buy his head for $500 and it wasn't being used for scientific purposes and shit like that. Because, you know, like, nigga, this nigga was selling it to more than just to just medical institutions. You know what I'm saying? He's selling body parts to Lord knows who the fuck else. You know what I'm saying? Like, into the black market. So that's what the fucking problem was. So yeah, shit is crazy out here in these fucking streets. Shit is fucking crazy. This nigga Ratburn is fucking psycho. He definitely needs to get more than fucking 9 years. This nigga, they really gave this nigga 9 fucking years. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, there's no laws against it. So technically, they couldn't really charge him for the shit. But there was missing holes in the stories that also makes me think that it could be black women. One, other than the lady who testified against him, and I think like two other families they mentioned inside the articles. I said a bunch of fucking articles I read about this shit. They didn't say who the people was. They didn't say what the people looked like, if they was, what race they was, what gender they was. They didn't really give any information about who the bodies that he, like, who these human bodies he was selling, like, who they were. You know what I'm saying? And then, mind you, they raided one of his fucking warehouses where there was a hundreds of fucking body parts in there. You know what I'm saying? So, but they didn't say who these people were. I'm like, how the fuck did you raid this warehouse and didn't give any information on who the fuck these people were? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that gives me more reason to think that this could be black women, because, my nigga, why would you give that information out? That literally will put the pieces together right there. Like, duh, that's how all these black women is getting. That's definitely a big part of the reason why all these black women are popping up missing, is because motherfuckers is taking them to sell them on the black market, taking them to kill them and sell their body parts on the black market. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really couldn't find no sources that said what the body parts were. Like, what, you know what I'm saying, who these humans were, who were these fucking people, you know what I'm saying? Not even saying, like, giving, like, a list or some type of idea who would be donating, you know what I'm saying? Like, there was no information there. Let me see. So yeah, I mean, honestly, I hope y'all ain't out here donating your goddamn body. I'm not donating my goddamn my body to no motherfucking science. Hell to the nah. I'm not donating my fucking body to no goddamn science. Like, I hope y'all ain't doing that shit. I hope y'all ain't out here donating your fucking body to no damn science. Fuck that. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing that shit. I believe black women are being stolen in universities. So, I mean, it makes sense. Ladies, it's time for us to practice our Second Amendment right. Apparently, Chinese prisoners have their organs forcibly harvested? What? The fuck? I'm beyond tired of transgender community that ruining everything. Organ trafficking is the big business. Yeah, and you know what? That's another thing too, though, because they didn't say if you know what I'm saying. Like I said, he's already had discrepancies about his body, his human body trafficking. Anyways, he's already had discrepancies in this already. So they didn't say if any of the organs was missing from some of these people. You know what I'm saying? From these or if you know what I'm saying, like they didn't specify if he's gotten somebody because they did say he was, you know what I'm saying, like cutting body parts off. You know what I'm saying? They said that much, but they didn't say if some of these bodies was going into his already. You know what I'm saying? Like he was also harvesting organs. You know what I'm saying? Because he could have easily been doing that as well, harvesting fucking organs. You know what I'm saying? And they were saying that a lot of people give their bodies up for science because basically it takes off a lot of costs. Like they'll come get the body and shit like that. It takes off a lot of costs of the family, so a lot of people do that. And will volunteer their fucking bodies for because and then they'll cremate it for free and you get the ashes and shit like. So it kind of takes off some of the financial constraint of, you know what I'm saying, having a death in your family and shit like that. That's why another reason why people do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Get their bodies up for science. I'll be outside the shit. There's people in white vans. People selling them. There's too many psychopaths in this world. Hell yeah, the fuck? Wait, what the Jeffrey Dahmer? What the Jeffrey Dahmer's going on? Yeah, this is real shit though. It's creepy as hell, honestly. This shit is creepy as fuck. But the nigga, I can't believe, like, 9 years? I'm just trying to figure out how is there no laws against this shit? There's literally no fucking laws. Like, this shit is completely legal, which just makes this shit even worse. Makes this shit even fucking worse. Makes this shit even more believable that these are black women. This shit is legal. Like, they can't charge a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit is fucking legal. This shit is fucking legal, son. It's legal. It's an unregulated. Exactly, it's unregulated. It's very unregulated. It goes very under the radar. I guarantee you he's not the only person doing this shit or doing worse. I guarantee you he's not the only person doing this shit. Or doing a lot fucking worse. Let's see here. Yeah, shit is real out in these streets though. This whole uterus surgery though, this shit has kind of been going on for a little minute though, because y'all know that there's abnormalities in women. You know what I'm saying? Like there's anomalies. Some women are not born with uteruses. You know what I'm saying? So there's been women like there was one just happened. One of these like there hasn't been many that's happened. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them has failed. But I think the first one was done in like 2014. What was it? I think the first one was done in like 2014, if I'm not mistaken. And that one was successful, and then another one's done like last year. Damn, nigga, hey, the fuck, you gonna keep saying hey? Well, it's because America is business. That's a fact. So you just gonna keep saying hey, nigga, what's good? The fuck, this nigga, oh, he is. The fuck, good. Check my damn the section. Yeah, so I think the first successful one was done in like 2014 though, which is I don't see nothing wrong with that. If you're using, you know what I'm saying, like the one that was done last year in Brazil, it was a close family friend. She had died and she, you know what I'm saying, gave her uterus to a friend to another young lady who needed it, and she had a baby successfully. So I don't see nothing wrong with that. The fact, I mean, just the idea of uterus surgeries, you know what I'm saying, like that's womb transplants, that's not a bad idea because there are women out here who like to have children who literally just cannot have fucking children. You know what I'm saying? So that's not the bad idea. The bad idea is allowing men to do that. That shit is dangerous. Like, the shit is just going to get fucking dangerous, my nigga. These are men. You know what I'm saying? And I honestly, like I said, I didn't find any like what's the word for it? Like any scientists, that's what I was about to say, any scientists really arguing against it. You know what I'm saying? The most I seen was that some lady said that she, I mean, this was actually a transgender, she was a transgender woman gynecologist or some shit like that. But she was saying that basically it could be, you know what I'm saying, it's definitely dangers in having a transgender woman having a baby. Like the baby is growing up in, I mean, it's being born inside a, you know what I'm saying, an irregular environment, or you know what I'm saying, like not an abnormal environment, because it's still a fucking man. You know what I'm saying? So, oh my gosh, yeah, this shit is wild though. You know what I'm saying? But this whole trans shit, like, shit is real, my nigga. Shit is getting fucking real. Trans fucking women, transhumanism, trans fucking trans, my nigga. This shit goes deep, like real shit. That shit is wild. Men having babies, that's a big no for me. I'm sorry. Fuck no. Hell no. Hell no. You talk about motherfuckers could have families by their goddamn self. You talking about niggas. You talking about a nigga could be a mother and a fucking father. Like real shit. Like dead ass. That shit is wild. You could be a whole fucking, live your life as a whole fucking man, then turn around and say you want to be a woman and have a fucking child. That is ridiculous. That is fucking ridiculous. That is fucking ridiculous, man. This is real shit though. But shit, I think that's the only thing I get on that shit though. Who am I regular? Shit is real, yo. That shit is real. Yeah, the first one happened in 2014 in Sweden. That was the first transplant. Except for Rev. Yeah, that shit is wild, son. Shit is crazy. I'm looking in your window. Yo, don't be creepy like that, yo. That's weird. That's weird as fuck, yo. Don't be doing that, yo. That's some creep shit. You gonna fuck around and get black, yo. Don't let me black your ass, yo. For all these trans and alphabet people, only women should have kids. Yeah, only women should have kids. I'm sorry. Like, that's just a womanly, my nigga. We was born with that gift for a reason, my nigga. We are the only people that have that gift for a fucking reason, my nigga. Like, it's really just that damn simple. It's really just that fucking simple. We should be the only ones having kids. That's my nigga. It's just the natural way. It should be born. Men should not have kids. My nigga, I don't give a fuck how feminine you feel. You can never feel like a woman. You can't feel. It's impossible to feel like. I'm so tired of people saying that shit. Look at this whole video I just dropped, my nigga. So many niggas just keep saying, "Oh my gosh, how you gonna deny how someone feels? They feel like a woman. How are you gonna feel like me? I could never feel like a man. I don't know what the fuck a man feels like. You could never feel like a woman. You don't know what it feels like. You could never feel like me. You can't say you feel like a woman. That shit, I'm sorry. I will not respect that shit. I can't respect. I can't. If you want to call it invalidating your opinion or whatever, call it what the fuck you want to call it. But you can't say that you feel like something you've never been. I can't say I feel like a fish. I know what the fuck a fish feels like. You know what I'm saying? I can't say it. I can say I feel like a kid again. Because I've been a child. You know what I'm saying? I've reminiscent of my childhood. But my nigga, I can't say I feel like a man. I don't know what the fuck a man feels like. You can't say that you feel like a woman. Don't you feel like you even want to have a baby? You've never even been in a predicament where you felt like you was pregnant. The fuck? What are you talking about? Like, it doesn't even makes no fucking sense. You can't say that you feel like something you've never experienced. You can say that you feel feminine, sure. You're a little feminine. You're a little flamboyant. Ain't nobody gonna deny that. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. You wanna walk around in dresses. You wanna put on heels. Cool. You know what I'm saying? You wanna fucking even go chop your dick off and go get a vagina. Do you? But you cannot sit up here and tell me that you feel like no fucking woman. I won't believe you. I'm sorry. You can let these other motherfucking LGBTs and all these fucking allies lie to your fucking face and tell you like, oh my gosh, I respect your experience. And no, I can't respect your experience if you don't respect mine. The fuck? You saying that you feel like me is not respecting my experience. You're negating my whole entire fucking existence, my whole entire fucking experience as a woman. You know what I'm saying? And people, I hate people keep saying, oh, well, how are you just going to just bring a woman down to just your body? Like, what the fuck is that? Women fought so hard to be more than just their bodies, and now you're just going to result being a woman back to your body? Hell to the motherfucker, yeah! It is about being my body. A big experience, the biggest part of me being a woman is my fucking body. It's all it is, my nigga. It's going through fucking puberty. It's getting a menstrual cycle. It's growing titties. What are you saying? That's a big part of my fucking experience. What are you talking about? It's the same thing for men. What do you mean? Like, what the fuck? You know, like, that's a bad thing. People are arguing this like this is a fucking bad thing. It's not a bad thing. This is a good thing. That's a great thing. You know what I'm saying? Your body is a huge part of your fucking experience for anyone who grows up, man and woman, both. I don't know what it feels like to grow a dick. I don't know what it feels like to worry about my dick size. I don't know what it feels like. I don't know what that feels like. To worry about if you gonna put it in the right hole. I don't know what that feels like. I have no clue. I cannot say I can empathize or relate to a man's experience because I don't know. I've never lived in a man's shoes. I've never walked in a man's shoes before. I can't do it. I can try to understand if you explain it to me. I can try. I can listen. But I can't sit here and say I feel like a fucking man. I feel like I was born a woman. You can't say that. You can't. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna respect that shit. You cannot say that you were born. You can. Well, let me not say you cannot. You can. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say. Let me get that straight. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say. But my nigga, I'm not gonna respect that shit, and I'm not going to agree with it, and I'm not gonna sit here and coddle you and act like what you're saying is right or correct, just to make you feel like you're a girl when you're not. Because honestly, if you really truly thought you was a woman or a girl, you wouldn't even give a fuck what I had to say. You would not be in my DMs talking about you're transphobic and oh my gosh, you don't respect trans women and oh my gosh, you're just so, you're threatened by trans women. Yeah, you got that right. I'm threatened by trans women. You're a man. You could probably crush my ass because you're a fucking man. The fuck? I shouldn't be threatened. I shouldn't be threatened by trans women going into women jails where I could possibly, if I get locked up and a man is allowed to come into a fucking jail because he identifies as a woman and he's able to fucking rape my ass, I shouldn't be threatened by that. I shouldn't be threatened if I go to a fucking women's shelter and this man walks into the shelter talking about I should be able to stay here because I think I'm a woman. I feel like a woman, and he end up raping somebody else in that motherfucker or me. I shouldn't be threatened by that. That's not threatening. That's not fucking dangerous. What the fuck are you talking about? Talking about you just threatened. You got that right. The fuck? And I got the right to be fucking threatened. The fuck? What are you talking about? Motherfucker sound insane, son. Motherfucker sound insane, dog. Motherfuckers really sound crazy, dog. They're fucking, there's something going on up here, yo. That's why I just stopped even having to go back and forth with these motherfuckers on Twitter, some of them at least, because it's like, yo, what the fuck? Like, at this point, it's nothing else. If you can't even get down, if you can't even get past your feelings or get past the propaganda that you've been indoctrinated with, if you can't get past that just to see the simple differences that men and women have, why we shouldn't even be competing in the simplest thing as like sports, what? You can't even see that. You can't even get past your ignorance to see that simple thing that men literally have more physical advantages. You literally can't. Even the ones that I literally listed 4 in the fucking video, and you can't even admit to that in science. So you keep saying, "Oh, you're denying science." You can't even admit to that. To the simple fact of that. And you want me to sit up here and call you a woman? Fuck no. You gonna be fucked up. No, you're a man. I'm gonna keep calling your ass a fucking. Cannot respect your pronouns because it's dangerous. You're gonna be fucked up. Fuck your pronouns. Real shit. Hell to the no. Hell to the motherfucking no. I'm not doing it. You're not a woman. You're not a woman, yo. It's a lot of pressure. Love your show. Thank you. The most frustrating part about menstrual cycles are getting them twice a month. Summit food. Malik Yoba treated with trans women because they cannot get pregnant. Shit, baby. Shit, baby. You get your cycle twice a month? I thought we only got it once a month. What you talking about? Getting it twice a month. Look, nigga, my cycle's 30 days. I checked out 2 years ago. I tried to be neutral, but seeing how trans and their allies disrespect women and deny our experiences, I was over it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's like not to say that, like I said, I already shouted all the trans people that was fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? All the people in the LGBT. Because surprisingly, there was actually a lot of gay dudes. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of gay dudes coming for me too. But there was a lot of gay dudes that agree with me. A lot of straight dudes, more so, that agree with me as well. More so straight dudes than gay dudes. I think it was more gay dudes coming for me though. It was a lot of gay niggas in my fucking mentions coming for my ass. Definitely. And a lot of lesbian women who agree with me as well. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of lesbian women. Surprisingly, it was a lot of fucking seemingly straight black women who was coming for my ass, which I'm like, that's even more dangerous. You are literally, how the fuck do you say black men ain't shit? I can't find it, nigga. niggas ain't shit, all this other bullshit, and you rooting for these same men you want to marry to be women? My nigga, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, nigga, black women, this is probably the most dangerous for us to be supporting, is black women. We are probably the biggest group that we should probably be, if not anybody, the ones not supporting this shit. The fuck? Our men are already getting fucking locked up, killed. The fuck? Like, my nigga, feminized, and we really about to root for these motherfuckers to be women? Are y'all stupid? Like, what the fuck? I'm like, my nigga, black women, what the fuck are y'all on? There's so many, it was so many black women in my shit. Like, mine, but I am gonna say it was a lot of black women, you know what I'm saying, that was supporting my shit. But it was just an overwhelming amount of fucking dumbass black women, like, in my shit. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all, yo? Y'all dead ass? Y'all niggas got sons. You bitches got sons. And you're rooting for this? Are y'all crazy? That motherfuckers is wild, son. That motherfucker, are you retracting your message, why is your message getting retracted? I just seen like 2 or 3 messages get retracted. I mean, it's on the front lines of this thing. Yeah, I see. That's why I see a lot of motherfuckers trying to fucking call my ass a lesbian or call me motherfucking, call me a radical feminist. I've seen a lot of people like, I've had to say it multiple times and I'm not a fucking feminist. Like, I'm not a radical feminist. I'm not a lesbian. You know what I'm saying? I said that in some of my little get to know me video. I'm not the one of those. All right? Don't identify with it. I didn't even realize some of my ideas had kind of lined up with radical feminists or you know what I'm saying, lesbians until I made the fucking video and I realized it was so many goddamn, it was an overwhelming amount of lesbians and radical feminists all in my DMs and in my damn, you know what I'm saying, mentions saying they agree with my ass, you know what I'm saying? And I seen so many trans people come from them like, oh shit, these niggas got a whole little movement going on this shit. I had no idea. That shit crazy as fuck. Most of the dollars that came from me were black women. I was quite shocked. That came from me were black women. Yeah, that shit is wild, son. I was surprised with so many fucking black women. I was like, my nigga, this is not good. This is not a good look for us at all. A lot of people are agree with you, but too scared. Oh yeah. Nah, it's a hella people in my DMs telling me they agree with me. I've even had a lot of people say, you know, I agree with you, but I can't retweet your video because people are gonna come for me, and I don't want niggas to come for me. You know what I'm saying? I can't like or retweet your shit because I don't want niggas to come for me. I've had a lot of people DM me saying that. A lot of people on Instagram and on Twitter. A lot of people are saying that. Like, yo, I support you, but yo, I gotta do it in the shadows because I ain't trying to get dragged. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take the heat for us, bro. You gotta take one for the team. I'm like, you know. That's cool. That's, you know what I'm saying? Shit, that's cool. And so you're right, it's a lot of people out here who actually agree that are just too scared to speak up. But that shows a lot from that community. Like, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, and like I said, I don't want to generalize all of them because I did get a few that actually, you know what I'm saying? They got common sense, you know what I'm saying? That's fucking here. That's living in this fucking world. That's in this fucking reality and understands the dangers of some of the propaganda they're pushing. The community is pushing. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, my nigga. Nah, son, that shit is wild. That shit is wild. Q&A, nigga, what the fuck you keep saying Q&A for? Nigga, you wanna ask a question, just ask the goddamn question. The fuck, I answer it. What are your thoughts about Rachel Dolezal? Shit, that's kind of random. Did she do something in the news that I'm supposed to be something recent? Because the only thing I really know about Rachel Dolezal, isn't that the bitch that act like she was black the whole time, but she was really white? She got white parents and shit, but she put a fucking weave afro on and act like she was black. Like, bitch, you a fucking culture vulture. And you're, you know what I'm saying? She was basically blackfishing, should I say. Blackfishing, blackface. New age blackface. Blackfishing is just a new age blackface. You know what I'm saying? So it's basically what the fuck Rachel Dolezal. But did she do something new that I don't know about? Like, because I haven't even... You know what I'm saying? I ain't even, you know what I'm saying, worried about her ass since that whole scandal came about. These same black females fighting for trans will be upset when these trans start getting scholarships that their daughters should have gotten because they're still men. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I said that inside my video. That's why I need to go watch my last video. I said that inside my last video that trans women, there was a trans woman already who she got like an NCAA award. It's an NCAA award. Did she win I think she won a competition. I don't know if she got a scholarship for it. I can't remember. You gotta go back to the video and watch. I can't remember if I said scholarship or she won a competition. I think it was the competition. I don't know. Part of me think it was a scholarship too, though. But that shit is definitely gonna happen though. The more they push the evolving of the word woman, and the more they try to get these trans women into these sports, my nigga, they ain't gonna have a choice. If you can recognize them in the game, why can't you recognize them on a scholarship? You got to. You got to keep the same energy for a scholarship. If they can win the game, they can win a scholarship. And that shit is not fair. It's not fair at all. I agree. They need to be up for men's fucking scholarships. To fucking be competing with men. And people are saying, oh, well, they're a different, trans women are at a disadvantage with men because they lower their testosterone. Well, bitch, don't lower it. What the fuck? You act like that's a choice. You got it. Like, you have to do that. You don't have to lower your fucking testosterone. You're making that choice because you want to be more feminine. You want to get hormones and shit. That's on you, my nigga. You can wait until after you finish your sports career to do that bullshit. That's on you, bruh. Go do that after you win a couple of trophies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Then you go do your hormone therapy and lower your testosterone. Do you? But don't sit up here and tell me you gotta fucking be up in women's sports because you're at a disadvantage from other males when you really fucking not. You're at a voluntarily fucking disadvantage. You volunteered to be disadvantaged, my nigga, so I can't feel bad for your ass. Women did not. Women did not choose to be built how the fuck we built and have disadvantages over, disadvantages of men when it comes to what you call it. Like, my nigga, we didn't choose that shit. The fucking universe did. The creator. You know what I'm saying? Biology. However you want to fucking look at it. Chose. We didn't have no choice in that. So, my nigga, get the fuck out of here. Take your ass over there with the men. Quasi Cap, most of the gay lesbians are here for trans movement because of how homophobic they are and goes against everything gay people have fought for. You the girl in my dreams. Thanks. You still give me a little creep vibes, yo. You give me a little creepy. You say you in my window. I don't like that shit, my nigga. Don't be saying shit like that. You're a little creepy. What's good, twin? What's goody? How old are you? I'm 22. Deuce, baby. I'll be 23 November the 4th. You feel me? I'm a Scorpio. We need to have a discussion about normalization of abuse behavior in the black community. Normalization of abuse behavior in the black community? In what aspect? What do you mean? What do you mean, like parents abusing their children? Like, what do you mean? What aspect are you talking about? Oh, you so young. Yo, don't be trying to belittle me, bruh. Okay? I ain't that young. I'm young at heart, but I'm old in spirit. Preach cheating. Yeah, nah, fuck no. I can't do that shit, bro. But these niggas is really delusional, bro. Like, I can't. That's why I be telling people, like, yo, you can't even keep going back and forth with these motherfuckers on Twitter or Instagram because they're, like, it's like arguing with a brick wall. Like, my nigga, you can't get past your ignorance. It's nothing I can do for you. It's nothing I can do for you. It's nothing I can do for you. I promise you. You're a man. All right? Your biology says so. Your birth certificate says so. Motherfucker, you're a man. Okay? And I heard in England or UK, somewhere in UK, I think it was in UK, it was trying to get, it was trying to make it so, I think actually somebody sent me this on Twitter. They was trying to make it so, people can choose their sex at birth. Like, you can change your sex on your birth certificate. The fuck? Hell no. Nigga, they was like pushing that. And I think it was like some feminists out there. I think it was a feminist who sent me this, if I remember right. But it was some feminists out there. They got together and basically pushed back against that, and they wasn't able to make that a law. But yeah, that shit is wild. Fucking transgenders, bro. These niggas is wild, son. You look really young, which is a good thing. Thanks. How old I look? Like 15. It's like that. I think I look like at least like 18. I don't know. I feel like on the camera I look a little bit younger, but in person I look like I'm at least like 20. I look like I'm at least like 20, 21. You a mom? No, I'm not a mom. My sister, I have a bunch of nieces and nephews. It's a damn cold. Yeah, some of these motherfuckers definitely got cold like mine. This shit is wild. The way they be talking, like real shit. Like they just deny reality. They didn't face somebody, say they man. Exactly. Say they didn't face somebody. Yeah, motherfuckers keep saying that, oh, you're so mad, trans women look better than you. Oh my gosh. They try to screenshot or save pictures of me off Instagram and compare them to fucking trans. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't give a damn what the hell that bitch look like. Give a fuck with this trans man. Give a fuck how feminine this man looks. What the fuck? The hell? That nigga ain't competing with me. He's not a girl. What the fuck? I'm sorry. Get a girl. And she still ain't gonna look better than me. What the fuck is you talking about? The fuck? Goddamn trans. Nobody get threatened by those little fucking trans women. Look the fuck. Most of them motherfuckers do not look that good, okay? All of them look like fucking men and fucking dressed up as women. Let's just be honest. It's a select few they get away with the shit. It's like, damn, that motherfucker really do look like a girl, like for real. And that's not even no shade. That's just the fucking truth. I'm sorry. Sorry. Some of these motherfuckers don't be looking. You know what I'm saying? Like Blair White, I had no idea that bitch was a fucking trans man. Like that bitch looked like a fucking woman. I can't even fake. That bitch look like a trans woman. I can't even fake, yo. Some of these bitches get away with it, but a lot of them, for the most part, you can tell. The people that was coming for me in my mentions, as soon as I went to their page, I said, oh yeah, that's a man. Who's that? Oh yeah, that's a man. Nigga, it was easy as fuck, nigga. In 2 seconds. You're a man. It's that fucking quick. Most of them motherfuckers look like men. Let's just keep it a man. Very few. The ones who got the money to really get the surgeries and the plastic, you know what I'm saying? The plastic surgery, they can really afford that type of shit to get those type, yeah. Then it's hard to tell. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers were bread, but most of the motherfuckers have bread. You talking about the regular motherfuckers walk around here talking about I identify as a woman. Them motherfuckers look like men. You tripping like shit. You tripping. These motherfuckers tripping. They just passed those birth certificate changing laws in Australia. Oh my God. Abusive relationships with parents and family members. That's a topic. Abusive relationship with parents and family members. I mean, I kind of did one on that. Well, I did one in the perspective of black women and their daughters. It's called. You can go look at that. Matter of fact, if you wanna see something like that. But I did. It's called black women hate their daughters or some shit like that. Or my mom really hates me. I think it's black women hate their daughters. But just look down, scroll down my little video playlist and shit, my videos, and that shit should be up. I did one that's kind of along the lines of that. That's some yes, they know it. Hi, Miss Pretty. Hello. What would you do in a man? What would you do in a man's body? What would I do if I was in a man's body? Shit, nigga, I don't know. I don't know. Honestly. Yep, you can tell. I spoke to a trans friend because I want the information to make an informed decision. There's a lot of layers of these terms. I told her I don't want to be called a cis woman. I don't want to call. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I've heard this girl DM me on Instagram talking about her friend, they was friends for like 5-10 years. Damn, I only did this one story. This shit, damn, I've been on this motherfucker. What did I do, DeAndre? Did I do DeAndre? Damn, I didn't even do the other, I guess he was right. Anyways, if you're watching, I guess your ass is right. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, this girl had DM'd me on Instagram and she was saying how she was friends with this dude for like 5 years or some shit like that. 5-8 years. So like a long ass time, like 8-10 years, some shit like that. A wild ass number. They was best friends. And then out of nowhere, he kind of said he was transitioning and shit like that, and that he wanted to be called a she and her. And basically she told the nigga like, nah, bruh, that shit ain't gonna work. You tripping like shit. You know what I'm saying? And he was not feeling it, so I don't think they cool no more, but yeah, I mean, if that was somebody close to me, I couldn't rock with it. Like, I'm like, bro, we done outgrown each other now. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I can't sit here and call you. If they speaking like some of these trans people on my, what you call it, or that's coming at me on Twitter, like, I'd be like, bro, we done outgrown each other. I'm sorry. Like, you go do you, still got love for you, but I can't fuck with that. I'm not about to sit up here and call you no girl. Like, I can't do it. I done looked at you as a dude for 10 years of my fucking life. I'm not about to sit up here and call you a woman now. Hell to the nah. The fuck? No, I can't do it. I'm not gonna do it. My logic in my brain is not gonna let me do it. The logical side of me is like, bitch, what are you talking about? What are you saying? There's no disguising the male voices, though. That's a fact. Well, now they take doesn't like the hormone therapy, you know what I'm saying, help with the lightening their voices and shit like that? Because some of these trans men actually have like it's not like they sound exactly like women, or like it's not as high pitched as most women, but it is like, you know what I'm saying, like very light. Some of them actually get away with the shit. Even with surgery, they can still look rough. You can tell if someone is transgender, the way to use the land. I also can reconcile the fact that being trans is saying God messed up from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. I just don't know. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. Like, people, and that's what I was saying on Twitter, because people are asking me, like, you know, do you believe in two gender? Why don't you separate sex and gender? And, you know, you should be able to choose your gender, and gender is a social construct, and blah. You know what I'm saying? Look, my point is, I'm not going to separate sex and gender because they're not really separate. You know what I'm saying? They're the same shit, okay? Even though you look at one as a social construct and this other is more like a medical, you know what I'm saying, construct, should I say. They're the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when I say that there's no difference, that there's only a man and there's only a woman, this is not to define what that looks like. You know what I'm saying? Other than biologically. You know what I'm saying? This is not to say because you're a man, it doesn't make you any less of a man to be in a dress. Even though I don't agree with that shit. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make you a man any less of a man to be in a dress. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna date a man in a dress. Like I said, I'm not gonna do it. I don't agree with. I don't. You know, you're a little sus in my ass. You know what I'm saying? You got a little sugar in your tea. I'm not gonna fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna find you attractive if you're looking very feminine as a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just me. To each his own, though. You know what I'm saying? Another bitch might go for it. Do you? But just because you're in a dress does not mean you're any less of a man. Just because you look like a woman, you put on makeup and a wig and all this other bullshit and put on fake titties and shit, doesn't make you any less of a man. You are still a man. That is the underlying issue here. You are still a fucking man. You are still a biological man. Slapping the label woman on you is not going to change that. It's not going to say it. It's not going to change it. You saying, well, I identify as a woman, it's not changing the reality that you are a man. So I cannot sit up here and respect the fact and say, oh, well, you identify as a woman, I got to call you. No. You know what I'm saying? I can respect a motherfucker that's gonna be like, yeah, you know, I'm a dude, I'm a man, but I like to put on heels and a dress, and I like to, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just my cup of tea. I like doing the shit like that. I can respect you more with saying that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a woman. I don't want to be a woman, but I like wearing these dresses, and I like wearing these clothes, and I like dating niggas. Like, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you. Do the fuck you, but don't sit up here and try to tell me that you're me because you went and put on a fucking disguise and try and say that you feel like me when you don't even know what the fuck it feels like to be me. I can't respect that. I can't. I don't even understand it, honestly. It doesn't make sense to me. Life was so much better before the internet existed. Shit, this shit was going on before the fucking internet. Shit, you ain't watch the movie. I mean, that show Pose? I watched that show Pose. They got that shit set in the fucking, what was it, set in like the 80s, I think? I think it's set in like the 70s, early 80s or some shit like that. Shit like this been going on. You know what I'm saying? But this is just, it's getting more of a platform now because of social media, of course. And because of agendas being pushed. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Scorpios are truth tellers. It's in y'all nature. Okay, that makes sense, B. No, when they stop male puberty by taking T blockers, their voice don't break, so they have softer voices. Oh, okay. The younger they transition, the more they can pass. That's a fact. Okay, gotcha. I want to wake up to $1 million, but I have to work. We should call all the transitions bitch. That would clear the pronoun part. What the hell is this bitch? I'm weak as fuck. What is a Scottish kill? What if it's a Scottish kill? Nigga, shit. You know what I'm saying? You still a dude, my nigga, but you would have killed. If you identify as something, you are, by definition, not that thing. Yeah, it's not. If you identify as something, you are, by definition, not that thing. I suppose we kind of wrote that kind of weird on my tripping. People are identifying as objects and animals too now. Yeah, it opens up it's a fucking rabbit hole, yo. I could rant on and on and on about this whole trans shit and how this shit leads to fucking pedophilia and motherfucking transhumanism. If y'all ain't watched my gender video, definitely go watch that. Watch part 2 because I really get into transhumanism and shit like that in part 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, my nigga, like, niggas is trying, and oh my gosh. Lord Jesus, I'm trying not to rant on and on about this shit, but, nigga, I'm just trying to hold my tongue on Twitter because I'm tired of repeating myself. Every time I say something, somebody else say the same thing, and I'm like, oh my gosh. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Jesus, it's exhausting having to repeat my fucking stuff all the goddamn time. It's annoying as hell. That's why I just stopped responding to the shit and just responded, and I started responding to certain shit that I wanted to but it's a lot of people sharing my shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of new people trying to get on my wave and shit like that, trying to get on my page and follow me and subscribe to my shit and shit like that. And you got these hating ass motherfuckers under my shit. You know she's a homophobe. Look at this gay agenda video she did. She's a homophobe. She's a transphobe. I'm like, oh my gosh, my nigga. She doesn't even know the difference between drag and trans. I'm like, oh my gosh. Y'all motherfuckers is annoying as hell. Jesus Christ. Annoying as fuck. God damn. Y'all don't want me to shine so much, but you all up on all my shit and everybody that's on my shit. Nah, nigga, come on, son. Jesus, let a motherfucker live. God damn, y'all niggas annoying as hell. What's goody? What's goody? Giving children puberty blockers is a child abuse. Hell yeah, what the fuck? That shit is sick. Giving children puberty blockers is fucking crazy. That's a step further into the insane plane, my nigga. Nigga, you triple like shit. Hell to the no. The fuck you talking about stopping something that's naturally supposed to happen to them? You're tripping. The fuck, and then you doing it to a child which don't even, who, not even inside of them. They're not even at a mental state where they can know that, look, this is something I want to do for the rest of my life. I want to stop something that could affect me for the rest of my fucking life right now and just make this huge decision and say, you know what, I don't want to be this. I don't want to be in this body no more. Like, what? Hell no. You need to take that motherfucker to counseling. Take his ass to therapy. What the fuck? You need to take that child to fucking therapy. Hell no. Because there's something going on more than what the fuck you talking about. You know what I'm saying? That people ignore, like, oh, God, it's just, the rabbit hole is so deep. You know what I'm saying? The rabbit hole is so fucking deep. You're talking about mental illnesses. You're talking about suicide rates. You're talking about motherfucking chemical warfare. That's why I just can't hop on the train, because there's a lot. And people ignore all of the other shit and just say, oh, well, respect how people feel. And it's like, but you're ignoring the major problems that come with this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's where the problem lies. You can't ignore the bigger picture just to focus on this one particular part. You know what I'm saying? That makes people feel good right now, but it's going to fuck people up later on in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't rock with that. Make a rap some R's. Try. Do you believe in the occult? Do I believe in the occult? Well, I mean, what do you mean the occult? Because an occult is, you know what I'm saying? It's not really, you mean like Satanism, occult, shit? Like, what you mean? When the pigs pull me over, I'm going to tell them I identify as white so they can fuck right off. Facts, nigga. Maybe they won't kill your ass. You identify as white. The fuck? Are people trying to take your Twitter account down with reports of hate speech? Hell yeah, they've been doing that shit since I put up the Malik Yoba one. What the fuck? But you can't take it down because it's not hate speech. I've gotten, like, probably about, give or take, probably about, let me see, the ones I've actually seen, probably like 10, maybe even more than that I've seen. You know what I'm saying? Of fucking people reporting that damn Malik Yoba one, people reporting the other one that just went up. Bro, you can't take it, they're not going to take it down. Because it's not hate speech. Like, I'm not calling anybody, you know what I'm saying, any fucking slurs or anything like that. I'm not saying anything, like, I'm not saying anything hateful. I'm saying shit that's factual, and I'm saying shit that's my fucking opinion. That's not hate speech. Like, my nigga, the fucking, like, these niggas sound dumb as hell. So I'm like, my nigga, like, y'all dumb as shit. Oh, report. Then they sharing the shit, right? Quoting it, talking about, ooh, something else to report. Y'all need to report this. I'm like, but you're sharing it, dumbass. You just gave me more views. Fuck, you working backwards. If you can report it, just report it and keep scrolling. Don't quote the shit and tell people to report it. Nigga, you sound dumb as hell. That's just working fucking backwards. You don't, if I report something, I don't quote it and report it. I just fucking report the shit. Like, duh. You know what I'm saying? I don't even do that. You know what I'm saying? The very few things that I have reported, they had nothing to do with the shit that's going on right now, this whole trans thing. You know what I'm saying? Just other shit I may have seen on the TL, but my nigga, I don't fucking quote it. I report the shit and keep it scrolling. Like, my nigga, the fuck? If you add it or quote it, you're just literally giving it, you're feeding them more views, you're feeding them more clout, the thing that you don't want them so badly to have. Motherfuckers is stupid as hell. Don't stop speaking truth. I'm happy you did, folks. Hate to hear the truth. That's a fact. They talk, fuck them all, lol. It's insane. Blocking puberty is unnatural. Puberty it has a purpose. Exactly, man. It brings you into your womanhood. It brings you into your manhood. What the fuck? Shit is wild. That shit is just crazy. Puberty blocking is a fat IQ as well. Wow, I'm not surprised. It probably affects a lot of other shit too. What are your thoughts about Charlize Theron, her black boys transitioning to black girls? I know, yeah, you know, well, first of all, it's already some racist bullshit because you got a white woman and black kids. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust, and I've said this before, I don't know, some of y'all are new, so I don't think y'all probably don't know this, but white people saying that they're not racist because they have black kids, because they adopt black kids, because they date black people, they have black friends. That shit means absolutely nothing to me. You can be just as much of a white supremacist as a motherfucker that's proudly in the KKK. They ain't a black person or having black kids, my nigga. So right now, that's what the fuck she look like to fucking me. This is something to know. These little boys are only like 5, 6? What? These little boys young as hell, and she got these boys dressing up as girls, talking about they said they want to be a girl. Hell to the fucking no. Hell to the no. You tripping. She is tripping. Fuck no. CPS need to come take them goddamn kids. Hell to the no. Because they gonna be the ultimate fucking broken, probably cooning ass men when they get older. Like real shit. Self-hating ass men, when they confused ass, Men when they get fucking older. That's real shit. I do not trust that shit. Hell to the no. I don't trust that shit at all. Fucking shit, hell to the no. White woman fucking feminizing two little black boys. Hell to the no. That don't even sound right. Although occult meaning hidden knowledge, information. Oh yeah. I believe. Oh, you mean you're talking about like conspiracies? You're like, oh yeah. I'm definitely you know what I'm saying. I used to be on that shit a little more. Like a couple years ago, I've kind of gotten off that type of thing, that type of conspiracy thing. But I definitely still stay in tune with that shit. Like for sure, a lot of that shit has truth to it. You know what I'm saying? Which is why they name it conspiracies, because you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's a trick. But real shit, it's a lot of truth in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Trick or treat comes to the door. Yo, okay, I'm about to block your ass, yo. You weird, yo. You on some creep shit. Let me block. Let me see. I'm about to put your ass in timeout. I'm putting your ass in timeout, bro. You gotta go in timeout. You creepy, my nigga. I don't know where the fuck my mods is at. Where the fuck is my mods at, my nigga? Ain't none of my mods up in this joint. I just realized that. These niggas would have been handled this thing. I gotta get some new mods. I'm glad I got a lot of new subscribers, because now I'll be peeping. Make sure when you come in here, make sure, you know what I'm saying, you always speak and shit like that, because I definitely do want to get some more mods. Some of my old ones, there's only like 1 or 2 that really be in here. They usually be on my whatchamacallit. So I definitely want to get at least like 2 more mods, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Definitely give me feedback and shit like that, because I'm going to be peeping who up in this motherfucker that I could trust it to be moderating up in this motherfucker. Because niggas like this nigga, fucking IBN, amen. Nah, nigga, you creepy as fuck. You gotta get the fuck out of here. They will raid people's accounts. I asked that because within the occult, a lot of these agendas are created to control people's thoughts and actions, such as trying to use them. Yeah, a fact. That's a fact. That's why I said that shit got a lot of truth to it. I talked about that in my fucking gay agenda video. That's a fact. Can't talk your ass. Can't talk to your ass. Can't talk your ass. Okay. Oh, they on the Baphomet shit. The devil is a lie. Yeah, Sino Z, you're looking fine. Thank you. Appreciate it. For 300 seconds. Well, this nigga only gonna be in there for 300 seconds. Shit, nigga, I might have to fucking block this nigga. I don't think 300 seconds is gonna be enough. And the greatest slash is this. All right, let me get up off this shit. I've been talking about fucking trans for a little minute. Let me move into something else. I need my charger though too. I only got, what percent I got? My charger real right quick. Because my shit about to die. Shit about to die. But I know y'all heard about Joshua Brown and everything that's going on with him right now. Joshua Brown was recently killed. If y'all don't know who Joshua Brown is, shit, hold up. I'm trying to talk to this damn charger. Okay, there we go. Joshua Brown is the guy who testified against Amber Guyger. He was recently killed. Close to his house, actually, which is kind of a, you know what I'm saying, a big coincidence. But he was killed, like, up the street from his house, shot, and, yeah, and why it's so crazy is because Joshua, you know what I'm saying, not only was he a witness, but he was a key witness in this case. He was one of the reasons why they was able to, you know what I'm saying, able to sway the jury to make her guilty, because, he was basically the only person that kind of heard majority of what happened, like heard everything before she shot what's his name, Jonathan, right? Isn't it Jonathan or Gene Botham, right? That's his name, right? Gene Botham. He was the only person that actually heard everything before she killed him. So let me see. So one of the things he said was, like, he heard the exchange. He heard, like, 2 people having a conversation where they sounded surprised. That's what he said. They sounded surprised. You know what I'm saying? But he said he couldn't make out what they were saying. But he did say he couldn't hear Amber saying any police commands. Like, he couldn't hear her say, you know what I'm saying, put your hands up, I'm a police officer, you know what I'm saying, don't move, shit like that, get on the ground. Like, he didn't hear her say any police commands. So that was very key, you know what I'm saying, because she said that I think during her testimony, she said that she told him to put his hands up, and he tried to walk towards her, and then she shot him. So that kind of basically debunked that whole thing that she was talking about. That she had said she gave him a warning basically before she shot him. Um, let me see. And he also said that he's mistaken floors before. Now, he literally lives across from Gene. Like, he lives across from him. So he said in their apartment complex it is a little confusing because he's even went to a different floor before, and actually even went as far as to winning up to somebody's door and putting his key in the door thinking that was his apartment. He said, but he knew it wasn't his floor because, and he's talking about Amber's floor more specifically, because there's a vase on her floor that is not on his floor. So he knew that wasn't his apartment floor. He automatically went back to the, you know what I'm saying, looked around and realized that wasn't his floor. You know what I'm saying? So he was basically saying that's a telltale sign that that's her floor levels, that it was a vase on her floor and not on his. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it is. He did say it was a little confusing, but there are telltale signs that show what fucking level you on. Let me see. I think that was the major. That was just the major things he pretty much said. They kind of rung the bells. You know what I'm saying? That really helped the prosecutors in the case. But yeah, he was recently killed, and so police officers are trying to look for a suspect. Okay, they're trying to say that they're trying to find someone with motive, and I'm like, trying to find someone with motive? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, my nigga, police officers have motive. Like, did you not see how the judge, how much sympathy she was getting from you know what I'm saying, the judicial system? How much sympathy she got from the jurors, sympathy she got from the judge, sympathy she got from the fucking deputy that was there. Like, imagine how much sympathy she's probably gotten from other police officers. Like, how many police officers actually felt like she shouldn't have went to jail. That's motive. Like, my nigga, they already know where the man lives. That's motive. Like, what do you mean? Like, that should have been the first place. That should be the first place where they look, is internally. They should do an internal investigation, is my nigga. Because obviously other police officers have motive. Like, don't put it past them. Like, we all know police officers are crooked as fuck. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them, should I say not all? I'm not gonna say all of them, but a lot of them, a good portion of them motherfuckers are crooked as hell. You know what I'm saying? And racist as a motherfucker. So come on, like, that's motive right there. What the fuck are you talking about? You couldn't find anyone with a motive. That's a motive right there. What are you talking about? Like, and then they said his family came out and said, that basically they was kind of worried for his safety. After he testified, they was kind of worried for his safety because of people who may have had bad feelings towards him, or people who may have felt that he was a snitch for testifying, for testifying and shit like that, for getting on the stand, for being a witness. And I'm like, who the fuck, black people, like, my nigga, you know, this sounds like some cover up shit already, because black people don't think like that. What are you talking? Black people ain't thinking. My nigga, he testified against a police officer, a racist ass police officer at that, who shot a black man. Who the fuck is walking around? What ignorant ass black person is walking around talking about he's a snitch? What the fuck are you talking? Everybody talking about, no goddamn snitch. What are you talking? And then this is not even a dude. And then they try to kind of paint the article that I read. They try to kind of paint a picture that he has like enemies in the streets or some shit like that because he's been shot before. He was shot before. And his friend was killed. He's been shot out before, and his friend was killed when this happened. He was shot in the foot or some shit like that. And basically, it was trying to paint a picture as like, oh, he might have already had enemies, and this may have, you know what I'm saying, put a bigger target on his back from before. Mind you, that shit happened all the way fucking last year, nigga. If they was gonna get his ass, they would have been got his ass. They was gonna get his ass right now. Like, my nigga, they wouldn't just, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, the whole nation just watch this nigga. That's kind of hot. You know what I'm saying? If anything's trying to kill this nigga right now, you at least wait until the publicity calms down a little bit. Like, niggas trying to get interviews of this nigga, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people with eyes on him. Even the police have eyes on him. Like, nigga, why would you kill? That's just, you're a dumbass criminal to kill this nigga right now. That doesn't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? So, no, ain't no black people walking around talking about he a fucking snitch. That doesn't even make sense. Like, come on. Let's be real. The police are the only ones with a real fucking motive. And that's the only people they wouldn't say anything about it. They was we don't know any suspects. We don't have any suspects right now. We're trying to find a motive. My nigga, what is the motive sitting right there in your goddamn face? Damn deputy up in this bitch petting this girl head. in the damn courtroom. Like, what the condolence, bitch? Damn judge got up and gave this bitch a hug. Gave her a whole motivational speech and shit. Drawers talk about this the hardest decision we've ever had to make. I'm not crying. Talking about it was crying in the fucking court. I know y'all seen that. Have y'all seen the jurors on that shit was kind of going viral? I think it was on Twitter and on Instagram. The jurors, it was a black woman and a white dude. They was up there. It was two of the jurors from the case, and they was saying like, oh, you know, Jean would have wanted us to forgive her, would have wanted us to, you know, do the right thing, and you know, his brother testifying and giving her a hug really swayed us, and you know, it was a very hard decision, and she seemed very remorseful, and people was crying. There was a lot of tears. I'm like, they picked the right motherfuckers to be the juror. I've been that bitch because nigga, if I was a juror, oh no, baby, oh no, baby, oh no. The fuck? What are you talking about? I'll be the only fucking juror in there with no tears in my eyes, no sympathy for this bitch whatsoever, and be like, bitch, she's guilty. 50 years. 75 years. You're about 75. You're about 80. You're about 80 years. About 80. Fuck is you talking about? Fuck it, this was the hardest decision to make. What? What are you talking about? 10 years? And I hate that people keep saying, oh, black people, y'all just want to complain. These fucking coon-ass motherfuckers walking around talking about, oh, black people just want to complain. You know, black people, they wouldn't have been happy no matter what the sentence was. You know, even if she would have got life, people still wouldn't have been happy. They would have wanted to get, no. Black people would be, I can speak for myself when I say, I would have been happy with at least 50 years. She was under 30. She wouldn't get out until she about 80. I would have been happy with at least 50 years. I would have been satisfied with at least 50 years. 10 years, that's something to complain about. 10 years is not shit. 5 years, she only got to really serve 5. And because she's, what did this happen in Texas? I think it's in Texas where this happened. And you only got to serve up to 50% of the time sentence. Like, my nigga, she could serve 5 in jail and 5 out of jail on probation. What the fuck? You about to give this bitch basically 5 years? And she just killed a man in cold blood? And she's a suspected white supremacist? Hell to the no. Hell to the motherfucking no. She's had other, I've read somewhere that she had other, like, racial disparities, racial discrepancies, should I say, in her past. My nigga, her ass, I would have been happy with about, I'm talking about 100 years. They should have gave her ass 100 years. If she would have had to serve at least 50, I would have been cool with that. 100-year sentence, I'm cool with that. 80, she about 80, she gonna be old, probably, you know what I'm saying, she might even die in jail. I wouldn't have had no fucking complaints about that shit. I'm cool with that. And put her ass in gym pop, my nigga. Put her ass in general population. The fuck? Let her ass swim with the fucking, let her ass swim with the fucking sharks and shit. Hell nah. I would have been, I'm pretty sure a lot of black people would have been complaining with 100 years. 100-year sentence. At least a 75-year sentence. The fuck? For 10 years talking about black people just want to complain about shit. Hell no. The fuck? Hell to the nah. And I respect Eric Garner's wife coming out and saying like, hell no, fuck that forgiveness shit. Because my niggas got the game fucked up talking about some forgiveness. Hell to the nah. Hell to the nah. This gang had the motive. I believe the Amber guy and the man she murdered were romantically involved with each other at some point. Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. Because, you know, it was a picture going around. It was kind of, niggas should have been laughing at it, but I kind of chuckled. I can't even say that shit was kind of funny. There was a picture going around of Gene, and like, he was like in a wedding. I don't know if y'all seen it. He was like at a wedding or some shit. It was a bunch of white boys. He was with a bunch of white boys, and they was like, the caption said, oh, never mind. They would have wanted her. They would have wanted, he would have forgave her or some shit like that, or he would have wanted his brother to forgive her. That shit had me weak, but yeah, maybe though. Like, obviously, he you know, he was indulged, and you know what I'm saying? He had a lot of white friends, should I say. You know, white wedding, you probably had a lot of white friends, you know what I'm saying? So maybe he was fucking her ass, honestly. Shit, maybe he was cheating on her ass, shit. You know what I'm saying? She found out. Shit, I don't know, maybe. You look familiar. Oh, God, this nigga back up in here. Oh, that's right, my piggy bank, cause you would die. Man, corny, son. America's Biddle Gang, shake my head. I heard Amber's brothers in the clan. I wouldn't be surprised. Green, that's facts. What do you say? It's like tears in the rain. The police covered for her 3 days before she turned herself in, so they knew that what they were doing. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, she didn't even get arrested immediately after shit happened. Like, this whole case, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to think of this shit happened last year. My nigga, this whole shit happened. She killed this man last year. Like, I thought I was tripping when I heard about this, her going to trial. I'm like, damn, didn't this case happen a while ago? I thought I was tripping. I thought this shit been got resolved. She's just not going to trial right now. Right fucking now. Not right now, but you know what I'm saying, the other day. Like, my nigga. And this shit happened last year. She didn't turn herself into 3 days after that, which, my nigga, they've been covering for her. She's not only had empathy from the judge and from the, like, that was just a subliminal play. You know what I'm saying? That was a dog whistle type shit. You know what I'm saying? That was showing you that everybody, you know what I'm saying? The judge, the deputy, the fucking jurors, everybody had sympathy for her. And you think police officers didn't? Why don't you think you don't hit all the police officers speaking out against her ass? Because they're on code with each other. You know what I'm saying? They have an understanding that they're going to protect this bitch. They're going to be on her side. They're not about to speak out against her. The fuck, hell to the nah. And not to mention, of course, but what's her name? It was another witness as well, and she got fired from her damn job not too long ago. She just got fired because of all the backlash because she witnessed. I mean, she got on the stand and testified against Amber, and she said she be getting hella death threats. What? And you telling me there's no motives? Why don't you look at some of the people that's been sending Bunny, that's the other girl's name, death threats? Why don't you look at some of her shit? Look into some of the people that's been sending her fucking death threats. Maybe you should start there. Better yet, you should start the fucking police station. The fuck? The hell? That shit is wild, son. I thought she had to do the minute of. I thought she had to do the minute of 10 with 2-degree murder charge. A minimum of 10 with no. She got to do 10. They sentenced her 10 years, but she only really got to do 5 in jail. She only has to do 5. She can serve the other 5. She'll be up for parole or probation, whichever the two it is. After 5 years though, and she's a cop. Like, my nigga, she's definitely going to get that shit. The fuck, and she's a white woman on top of that. She's definitely going to get that shit. She's not going to be in there to 14 years. That's a fact. Even if she was, like I said, that's still not enough. 10 years is not enough. That's bullshit. She deserves at least 50 years, in my opinion. At least 50 years. My bad. See you in a minute. Oh, I didn't know that. OMG, back at it again. I don't know. People love their white folk. Yeah, and they're not ADOS. They are not American descendants of slaves. They are not ADOS, my nigga. These niggas are not ADOS. I'm not surprised. She could get out in 5 for good behavior. Exactly. Rule number 1: police don't snitch on police. Exactly. Come on, my nigga. This shit. I mean, shit. Even when the shit has happened with Sandra Bland, you didn't see no police officers speaking out against the police officers there. When the whole shit going, and we all know they killed her ass. We all know that them police officers killed Sandra Bland ass. There was black police officers in there as well. Nobody came out and spoke against the damn police station. Yes, but in video evidence contradicted the police testimony. Didn't know he had jungle fever. Still crazy though. Yeah, he probably. I mean, that makes sense. That's actually a very good theory though. He might have been fucking with her. Yeah, real shit. She's talking about what you call. I mean, it will make sense. George sometimes don't get the same info we get while the trial is going on. You my favorite YouTuber. Thanks. I actually didn't know that. How don't they get the same information we get? What do you mean they don't get the same information we get when the trial is going on? How does that guy you mentioned get killed, but someone like 6ix9ine is able to become a spectacular? I mean, in the media and nothing happens. Oh my god, nigga, 6ix9ine is a whole nother fucking cup of tea. That nigga some bullshit. Damn, that sucks. She can do only 5. Yeah, probation 5 years for murder. Yeah. Yes. What the fuck? Fucking 5 years, bro. She's getting 5. She basically got 5 years. That's basically what the fuck she got. 5 years. Shit is sad, man. Again. Fucking 5. They got the nerve to say black people just want to complain. Bitch, if you don't get your motherfucking ignorant ass the fuck up out of here talking about we just want to complain, no, motherfucker. I keep seeing people say that bullshit. I'm like, yo, why do y'all keep saying that? Who raised you niggas? The fuck? Some coons raised y'all motherfuckers, because who the fuck will say that black people just want to complain? You talking about a man just got killed in cold fucking blood in his house by a fucking suspected fucking racist white woman. The fuck, my nigga. And all these other discrepancies surrounding the fucking case. And you telling me that we just complaining over 10 years? We would have complained over any sentence? Hell no. Hell to the no. I would have been happy with 50 years. I'm pretty sure a lot of other black people would be happy if she had served at least 50 years. At least 50 in jail. And I'm not talking about with probation. I'm talking about a 100-year sentence, 50 in jail. At least. At least. Hell to the nah. No remorse for this bitch. Shit, I would have been even happy. I would have been ecstatic with a life sentence. The fuck, when a life without no parole, I would have been even more happy. I would have been even more ecstatic. They have a picture of both of them in it. She said she didn't know, dude. Oh, wow. I didn't even know that. They're appealing to all that coonery may get her no time at all if they decide to have a retrial. Oh, my God. If they have a retrial, it's definitely getting thrown out. Now, she's not getting no time if they have a retrial. Lord. And I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, she basically got no time now because it's not like she really about to suffer. Like, the bitch is going to jail. She's not going to be in jail pop. She's going to be treated better than other inmates. She's going to be isolated. Like, my nigga, that shit gonna be nothing. Like, that's gonna be an easy-ass 5 years. At least she was in there for 50. She will be, you know what I'm saying, still isolated from society. And still, you know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of her still getting treated better and shit. My nigga, at least, she need 50 years. Fuck out of here. They don't get special information in hearsay. Only probable facts. Okay. Provable facts, okay. Whether they help a judge. Talk about Snitch 9. I talked about Snitch 9 in the other joint, in my other live. If you want to watch that, my last live. You'll be surprised what is not mentioned in the trial because they say it's irrelevant. Like those racist texts where they mentioned in trial. If it was Pookie and Ray Ray, people wouldn't have said that. They were going to retrial because of all the foolery they did. I mean, the deputy and especially the judge, specifically the judge. Yeah, nah, hell nah. If they do a retrial, it's over. But you know what? And that's what I'm saying. Like, if people are talking about this whole forgiveness thing, it's like, my nigga, it's bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are not understanding that this is sending a message, regardless. Even though this nigga fucking, what was I about to say? American descendant of a slave. Like, he's not ADOS. You know what I'm saying? He's not American. You know what I'm saying? A black American. That's what it's being perceived as. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even realize that this nigga is Jamaican and all this other shit. Like, they just see a black person and they represent all black people. You know what I'm saying? So this is setting a precedent and continue. Not even setting one because the precedent has already been set. You know what I'm saying? But it's continuing the precedent that you can kill black people and get away with it. Like, real shit. You can kill black people, say I'm sorry, and get forgived. You know what I'm saying? And not get prosecuted for the shit. And then turn around and have black people forgive you for the shit. Like, hell to the nah. That's what I'm like, bruh, if you really felt like if his brother really felt like he wanted to forgive Amber, cool. You know what I'm saying? If that gave you peace of mind, and you really felt like that, do you? Like, I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't negate how you feel or what the fuck your beliefs are, whatever the case may be, forgiving that neighbor, all that bullshit. Cool, do you? But on a bigger scale, like, man, thinking about the whole nation looking at this case, looking at you, looking at your actions. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? You're setting a precedent or continuing a precedent, like I said, upholding a precedent of killing black people and getting away with it, and then you turn around and forgive her and hug her at that? You can't expect for me not to call you a coon. You can't expect for me not to say that was some coon ass shit. What? My nigga. Hell no. You're not even thinking about the bigger picture here. Like, my nigga, I understand that you're grieving, that you lost your brother. I understand that, but you gotta really back up and look at the bigger fucking picture. Like, niggas is really about to look at this and see I'm hugging this bitch on national television. Like, I'm really forgiving this bitch. I'm really about to do a whole speech talking about how I don't even wish you jail time. I don't even wish justice. That's basically what he said. I don't even wish justice for my brother because I forgive you. I'm going to throw out all accountability for you because I forgive you for what you did. I'm going to throw out all accountability for what you did and throw out any prosecution that you really deserve because I forgive you. What? Hell to the nah. No. We can't go that way. We can't go that route. They will get a retail because of all the food. Yeah, hell nah. They gave her for themselves. Yeah, nah. I think they probably got a bag for that shit, honestly. They probably got a fucking bag for that shit. These niggas was on Dr. Phil talking about their brother, talking about I did it for myself. I didn't do it for nothing else. And I'm like, nah, this is foolery right here. This is buffoonery. What the fuck? Hell to the nah. These niggas going on fucking tours and shit. They doing it. I'm like, nah. They probably got a bag for this shit. Honestly, for that shit. With the way that shit went. Hell, because I've never seen no shit like that happen. Black police and black judges, they are outnumbered on the forces. Outnumbered in the fair. Yeah, no. I can't fuck with it, yo. I cannot fuck with that, yeah. I cannot fuck with that. Already, guys. Yeah, I honestly think the police, if the police didn't do it, they definitely had someone else go do that shit for him. I definitely think that the police force had something to do with his fucking murder, if not directly killed this man, like real shit. I definitely think so. They're the number one suspects in my eyes, because ain't nobody else really fitting the script. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they fuck around within the next couple weeks and just find a random black dude that he was connected to somehow, some way. They trying to make up some fucking story, say they was beefing, and that's how they get off. They blame it on some random ass black dude and be like, oh yeah, he killed him. Like, honestly, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I was just watching Tariq Nasheed's live, and I don't know if y'all know who that is, but Tariq Nasheed, shout out to that nigga, because he be getting me hip on fucking everything. But he was live a little while ago, a little bit before I got on live. I think around like 10 or some shit like that, so I got to catch up with his live. And he was talking about how basically they're trying to, or they try to, what is it called? They try to basically shitty cuz this for his case from last year, the whole him getting shot last year. You know what I'm saying? Shitty cuz the whole Nipsey Hussle thing, how they trying to blame that fucking random ass rapper, you know what I'm saying? Blame him for killing fucking Nipsey. They basically tried to do that to him last year with him getting shot in the foot and shit like that. So they said, I just wouldn't be surprised if they try to do some shit like that with this. Like, I mean, it's very obvious. The police are the number one suspects in this. That should be the number one suspects in his, you know what I'm saying, fucking investigation. Like, nigga, it would only make sense. And they say why he feels that way and why he is so forgiving. He said that I know his mother came out and said that she raised him to Christians, and you know, he was like that he didn't want to go on hating her, you know, for the rest of his life. He wanted to kind of move past it, and you know, he felt like his brother would want him to do that, and you know, nigga, just some bullshit ass, you know, some bullshit basically. Good night. See you in tomorrow's live. I'm not going. I don't think I'm going live tomorrow, buddy. You probably won't see me sometime later this week. Dr. Phil's message looks like he's somebody said. Just tell me honestly, which trans woman stole your man? Oh, we got a hater in the room. We got the first hater in the room. Trans woman didn't do that to your eyebrow. Got the first hater in the room, yo. Damn. You know, I kind of thought y'all niggas would be up in here because I tweeted that I was going to be live. And niggas was like, ain't nobody going to be on your live. You going to be live. You going to be riding to like 12 people. They don't want to see your ass. Not hated, just clouded. Boy. Bye. We as hell. He got a bag for sure. Yeah, I think he got a bag though, for real. I definitely think he got a bag for that shit. They got a bag for that shit. Fuck no. These niggas on Dr. Phil and shit like, nah, bro. Hell nah. Them niggas got a bag for that shit. I'm from that part of the world. That's just how people are. It's a big Catholic Christian country. He forgave her for his own peace. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But that's why I don't get down with that Christianity shit. Black people gotta move past this Christianity bullshit, man. Come on, my nigga. We've been on this shit since fucking slavery. And it's kept us submissive and forgiving to our fucking slave masters, too. You know what? We gotta get off the Christianity wave. Come on, my nigga. Christianity is not the wave. It's not going to help progress our fucking people. Damn sure ain't gonna help us get a justice. They damn sure is not gonna help us get a justice, as you can see. Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm sorry, you tripping. You tripping. But for real, what was her name? But for real, my nigga, please don't get blocked. I don't like black people, but I will block your ass. I will block your motherfucking ass. I will remove your ass with the swiftness. Sup, Z? I'm woke. What's goody? Yeah, I'm doing this off the late night, man. I usually do this just late though, honestly. I've done a couple during the day, but what's called? I respect all religions. Yeah, I respect them, but I definitely don't fuck with them. You know, I respect all religions, but I'm not about to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it. You know, I'm not fucking with Christianity. I'm not fucking with it. I'm not fucking with it. Solidified after slavery. LML. The slaves practiced their own religion. Sis. Oh my gosh, my nigga. Jesus Christ. Y'all motherfuckers are so tiring. Solidified after slavery. Sis. You don't know biology, anthropology, or the history of slavery. What do you know? You clown later. Get your bitch ass the fuck up out of here. Get your bitch ass the fuck up out of here. See you. Goodbye. See you later. See you never, hopefully. Fuck is you on my live for hating? Niggas, do you see this shit? Oh, motherfuckers just be hating, though. That shit is wild, son. That shit is wild. Solidified after. So what the fuck are you talking about? Do you know that slaves were meant to go to church? They forced slaves to go to church. Have you never heard of Nat Turner? Do you know this nigga was a preacher? What the fuck are you talking? Like, what are you talking about? You sound stupid as shit. You sound stupid as shit. What the fuck you? It's solidified after. What the fuck does that even mean? It's solidified after slavery. What? It was one of the main things that kept us fucking submissive, that kept us in, one of the main tools used to keep us enslaved. What are you talking about? They kept us thinking that there was a white Jesus, there was a white God that was going to come and save us and shit, that we had to praise. What the fuck, nigga? Get your stupid ass fuck about here. Lord Jesus. Plopshires, the brother marries the woman who murdered his brother. I'm weak as hell. Good night. Everybody wants to be the chosen. A fact. Yeah, that shit is wild. Let me see. I got one more story though. This, I just thought this was kind of funny. This happened in North Carolina. This dude, where my shit at? This dude sued his wife's side piece. His wife's what do you call a male mistress? Like, what do you call that? Just like a, I don't even know what you call that. Like, it's not a mistress because it's not a woman, but I don't know what the fuck you call that. But basically his wife's side piece. He sued this man, his wife's side piece, for almost $1 million and won, my nigga. 7,500,000, yes, and won, my nigga. And he won that shit. It's because in North Carolina we have what they're called homewrecker laws and shit. And so basically he was able to sue him for alienation of affection and criminal conversation, which basically means he wasn't getting no pussy and the side nigga was. That's basically what the fuck that means. He wasn't getting no pussy and the side nigga was. So he sued him for that. That shit is wild. I mean, honestly, it's not that big of a deal because he spent more money than what he'll probably actually get, even though he won 7,500,000. That nigga ain't got no, the side piece ain't got no $1 million waiting around just ready to get this nigga. So he's probably not going to even see $1 million or almost $1 million, which it was. He's not going to even see that shit. And he's probably spent more in lawyers and shit actually trying to sue this nigga than what he actually will get settled from it. But the husband was like, he didn't care. He did it more so just for principality, you know, just so people can understand the seriousness, you know what I'm saying, of marriage and the sanctity of marriage and shit like that. So he probably won't even see it. But my nigga, he said payment plan. But my nigga, 75. I just don't think that shit is fair. I didn't even realize that was a law in North Carolina though. I've never even heard of this homewrecker law. You know what I'm saying? And, oh yeah, on top of that, I forgot to say, the dude was an actual mutual friend of the fucking couple. Like, the nigga knew this nigga, which is probably why he actually even did it, because he was like, damn, you supposed to be my friend, you over here fucking my wife. Yo, he sued this nigga for $1 million, son. That shit is wild. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I've never heard of no fucking laws like that. I've never heard of the fucking homewrecker law. That shit is wild as shit. Like, and I was reading up on it, and it said a lawyer was talking on it. It was like, yeah, a lot of lawyers don't really like to pick up cases like that because, you know what I'm saying, you spend a lot of fees, and honestly, you can win them, but it's a little hard when you don't have like a lot of evidence. Like, you know what I'm saying, you got to put money into private investigators, you know what I'm saying, to look into like old messages and, you know what I'm saying, like really look into the situation, see how long see if they're actually, you know what I'm saying, committing infidelity and all stuff shit like it. It's a lot that goes into it. So a lot of lawyers don't even like picking up cases like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of fucking time, money, and fucking effort into even, you know what I'm saying, getting a fucking case. You know what I'm saying? Even being able to put a lawsuit on. So, you know, it's a lot of lawyers don't do that shit. But honestly, I'm just like, my nigga, why wouldn't you sue the wife for $1 million? Like, divorce her ass and then sue her ass for $1 million. Like, I don't see how it's fair to, I don't even see how that's fair to, you know what I'm saying, to sue the person your wife is cheating on. Man, that nigga ain't stand up on the altar with you and promise to love you till death do you part. Your wife did. What the fuck, your wife? If anybody owe you $1 million, is your fucking wife, not the side piece. The side piece don't owe you shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, he might not even know your motherfuckers was mad. Oh nah, he did, cause because he knew y'all. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, if this was another situation, he might not have known that y'all was married. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. Nah. Yeah, that shit is wild. I'm like, nah. You're not holding the wife accountable. Like, that's fucked up. You gotta hold the wife accountable. The side piece don't need to be blamed for that shit. It's the wife's fault. Like, the wife is the one that's supposed to be loyal to you to your ass. Like, a nigga is going to fuck when he can fuck. Niggas is going to fuck when the pussy is available. That's not, you know what I'm saying? You can't blame that on him. He don't owe you no fucking loyalty or respect your wife do. So that's some bullshit. He even had to go to court for that shit or fucking pay for lawyers and do all this extra shit for. That's some bullshit. Said more revolt than that Turner. More revolts than that Turner. Yeah. I'm about to get a wife of Carolina and pray she cheats. I'm weak as hell. Pray she cheats. Violation of affection is an old common law tort. They checks go to him. Shorty got some lip. Shorty got some lip on her. I'm weak as hell. The justice system is a multi-billion-dollar business. A fact. Yeah, that shit is wild, son. Yeah, I just thought that was kind of funny though. That this nigga really sued for $1 million though, just because he wasn't getting no pussy. That shit is funny as fuck to me. I thought that shit was hilarious. Lord Jesus. But I think that is pretty much it. Oh my damn. What you call it? Pretty much. Yeah. I think that's pretty much it, guys. That was pretty much all I had for my other news. That was all the other news that I had written down. So I'll probably do this again. Not probably. I am going to do this again. When I was in, probably next Sunday or next Saturday, one of the two. Maybe next Saturday because I'm a double or I work. Probably won't have to close. So maybe next Sunday. Either way, I'll post and let y'all know just to make sure. But for those of you who are not subscribed who are watching, please subscribe. Please go like my videos. Go share my shit on Twitter. And, you know what I'm saying, go follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. Share my shit on Instagram. All that good shit. If you like to make any donations, my Cash App is ZZBIHZZB. You feel me? It'll be in, if it's not in the description of this video, it'll be in the description of any other of my fucking videos. So you can just go to it and see. Definitely appreciate that. Shout out to all the people that's in here. It's a lot of new people in here I've never seen before. So that's what's good. You know what I'm saying? That's just definitely a bless having all y'all motherfuckers up in here. Make sure you look out for my next joints. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Get a joint a like, get a shit a share the joint on Twitter, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a bless. But other than that, shit, nigga, it's late as a bitch. I'm about to go to sleep. And other than that, that's all I got. All right, y'all.